Hello everyone, welcome to the video. Today we'll be taking a look into a product sent over by Jeecoo. Jeecoo happens to be a brand mainly selling plug-and-play audio equipment. From their audio lineup, we'll be taking a look at their M20 computer speakers. This happens to be a set of stereo speakers capable of a Bluetooth connection as well as a USB connection, RGB lighting, a full set of physical controls on the speaker itself, and a versatile form factor. The integration of these features will be assessed later in the video so that you may come to your own conclusions about this product, after which I'll provide my own perspective. We'll first begin with the packaging. It's very simple and straight to the point. Inside we are presented with the speakers covered in bubble wrap. The entire speaker set comes out as a single unit, with the only other add-on being the user manual. The wrapping itself is easy enough to take off, so let's move on to the aesthetics of the product. The M20 seems to have been designed with a gaming flair kind of appearance. The straight edges, level surfaces, massive grille, and especially the RGB lighting contribute to this design. Thoughtfully, the RGB toggle allows you to turn off the lights on either side to better fit your personal setup if preferred. This versatility is a common attribute across all its functions. The sliding mechanism adds to this by allowing you to transform the set of stereo speakers into a single soundbar. The sliding motion isn't very smooth, however it doesn't take much effort to slide it in or out. Also, the RGB effects will later be demonstrated during the setup process. For now, here are some important dimensions to keep in mind when planning your placement of the speaker. For cables in the back, the one connecting the two speakers together spans about 89 centimeters or 35 inches, and the USB cable is about 132 centimeters or 52 inches. Now let's speak about the setup process. To begin, you'll need to plug in the USB cable into a USB port to deliver power. This could be on your computer, laptop, wall adapter, or power bank. All options suffice if you plan on using it as a Bluetooth speaker. However, if you're trying to use it as a wired device, make sure to plug it into the device from which the audio source is being delivered. So if you're trying to deliver audio from your PC, make sure to occupy one of the USB ports on your computer. When you first plug in the device, the speakers will noticeably turn on as indicated by mentioning USB mode.
USB mode.
The cycling rainbow RGB lights will also go off as shown. In order to make any adjustment to the speaker, we must make use of the rotary knob. This knob lies on top of the right speaker, and to make use of it, simply use the infographic provided by Jeecoo on their Amazon page. I'll quickly demonstrate these controls as well. Firstly, as you know, when you turn on the device, it enters the USB mode. If you want to switch it to the Bluetooth mode, press the knob twice successively. You'll hear Bluetooth mode if done correctly. And to go back, press it twice again.
Bluetooth mode. USB mode.
Also, before we move on, just to complete the Bluetooth connection, you'll likely see a device named Jeecoo M20 pop up. Make sure to connect to it. If the connection is successful, it will mention device paired.
Device paired.
Now, if you would like to adjust the volume, simply rotate the knob. Rotating clockwise will increase the volume, while rotating it counterclockwise decrease the volume. There are rivets in place to hold the knob for each increment or decrement so that you may make a steady adjustment. Also, it does rotate indefinitely so that there is no stopping point. However, this doesn't mean the audio will go up infinitely. Once you've reached the top, it'll make a beeping noise. Also, it's important to note that the audio adjustment only affects the speaker. It won't make any adjustment to your wired or Bluetooth connected device's audio setting. To cycle through the RGB effects, the knob only needs to be pressed once for each effect. There are 6 different RGB modes in total, including the effect with no lights. So what does the cycle pattern look like? Well, it starts with this rainbow flowing effect that flows in inward direction so that when it's put together, it flows in the same direction. This is also the same mode it starts with when the device is powered up. The following effect transitions the entire color output but with no gradient across, after which it'll be a non-changing red color, then a purplish white color, a light blue color, and finally it's blank. The transition to each mode isn't indicated vocally, so you'll have to rely on its appearance. The last thing you'll need to know of is how to turn off the device. You could always pull off the USB cable, but luckily that won't be necessary, as you can instead press down and hold the knob until it makes this noise. And then press and hold it again to turn it back on.
USB mode.
That's going to end it for our demo. Now I'll be talking a bit more personally about more subjective matters such as the sound quality. In the past, I've included recordings of speakers side by side so that my audience could judge for themselves on what they'd like to hear. However, the recordings have a hard time outputting what it's truly like to be listening to a particular speaker in person. Yet I will still include a sound test of the M20 speakers against the Logitech Z623, which is a much more expensive set of speakers and is definitely not a fair comparison for multiple reasons. But before we get into that, let's lend an ear to both sets of speakers, which will be set 2 feet apart with a Shure MBL lavalier microphone placed 17 inches from the center. For this recording, the audio levels on both speakers were set to the max, including the bass for the Z623, and on Windows, the audio levels were set to 8 for the Z623 and 32 for the M20. Now, how did they sound? In my experience, up close, the Z623 was a lot more full in that the bass, treble, and mids all came through very well. As for the M20, the mids came out the best, whereas the bass and treble suffered quite a bit, which is understandable as it doesn't come with a heavy subwoofer to help it out in that kind of department. But overall, the M20 is more than capable of delivering acceptable audio quality considering the price point. Not only that, I very much so appreciate the control mechanism with the rotary knob since it's very easy to navigate. The speaker is also very responsive right from the moment it's plugged in, which adds to its usability in its controls. I'm also in favor of the design since the craftsmanship is done very well and the RGB lights are very vibrant. This makes it very pleasing to look at and works very well as a showpiece as well. That's going to conclude the video for today. If you're interested in this product, a link has been provided below it in the description. There will also be another link to the rest of their products on Amazon as well. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and were able to get what you wanted out of this video. And if there are to be any updates on this product, they'll be included in the comment section below. Otherwise, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now.